Hey Marissa, can you hear me? I'm gonna go like over here and do a sound check because I'm wearing like a weird mic or whatever and I don't know if it's working. So I'm gonna like go to my mat and then I want you to give me like a thumbs up and tell me if you can hear me because this might just make my life easier and I won't have to scream. Can you guys still hear me? And how does that sound? Anyone? Was it a wave? Does that mean yes, you can hear it? You guys can hear it? Okay, thanks. Thanks, Kami. Okay, cool. Let's wait like another half a minute, but you know, if people are late, that's on them. So grab all the stuff you need, your water, your yoga mat. I'm gonna play music if you do happen to wanna like put it on Spotify by yourself. My name is Helen Platzner, Platzner, and it's the live playlist. It's like the third one from the top, but I'm gonna play it here. And I put like a little story with my Venmo and my PayPal and Zelle if you guys feel inclined to donate. But with that being said, let's get started. Okay. And if at any time during the class you can't hear me, like send me a shit ton of emojis so that I could like see and I'll like undo this mic thing. I don't really know what I'm doing technologically, so here we go. Let's start in a comfortable cross-legged seated position. Resting your hands on your knees, you can have your palms face down or face up. If sitting cross-legged is not comfortable, slide a pillow or a block underneath your sits bones to just elevate your hips a little bit. Once you find a comfortable seat, relax your shoulders away from your ears, close your eyes. Taking this time to just get connected to your breath and to your body. Starting to slow down and lengthen your breath, breathing in and out through the nose. Using each inhale to create space in your body, and each exhale to soften and let go of any clenching, any gripping. And just take this time to check in with yourself and notice your state, physically, mentally, emotionally. And it's okay if those answers aren't what you would consider positive. Sometimes we get on our yoga mats, we sit down, we close our eyes, and we're supposed to be just turned into these super spiritual, positive beings. And that's not really realistic. Just be you with your eyes closed on your yoga mat with whatever it is that's going on in your mind, in your heart, in your life. But continue breathing slowly and consciously in and out through the nose for the entire practice if you can. Taking this time to set an intention for your yoga practice today. What do you need? Why did you tune in? Why did you take space out of your day to step on your mat? What do you need to take away from this? And then let's take a deep breath in through the nose, fill up the lungs all the way, hold the breath at the top. Take in another sip of air through the nose so you're uncomfortably full. Open up your mouth, sigh it out. Again, inhale through the nose, fill up the lungs all the way, and hold your breath at the top. Take in another sip of air so you're uncomfortably full. Open up the mouth, spill it all out. Keep your eyes closed or gently open them. Just start to take some neck rolls. Ooh. Move nice and slow. You can pause anywhere that's feeling a little sticky today. Just starting to let go of any tension in your neck and in your shoulders. This is a vinyasa practice, but this is your yoga practice. So you skip whatever you need to. You can enhance whatever else you want to advance. Let's circle our head the other direction. So really this is just about you, and this is just about you feeling good and leaving a little bit more grounded than when you got here. That's all that we're looking for. And bring your head back up to center, to stillness. Inhale, reach your arms around and up, interlace your fingers, press the palms up to the sky. Grow really tall, inhale. Exhale, lean to the right. Lengthening through the left side of the body. You can say just like this, or you can bring your right hand down to the floor, walk your fingers out, and expand through your left side. Try not to drop forward. I want you to think about rotating your heart up towards the sky, really opening up here. Inhale, reach your arms all the way up, interlace your fingers, press the palms up to the sky. Exhale over to the left, lengthen through your right side. Again, stay just like this, or bring your left hand down to the floor, reaching up and over with your right. Again, rotating your heart up towards the sky, creating space. Inhale, interlace your fingers, press the palms up to the sky. And exhale, bring your hands down to your sides. Let's reach our arms around and up, inhale. Exhale, take a twist to the right. Right hand behind you, left hand to right leg. Sit up really tall, lengthen through the crown of your head. So with each inhale, grow a little taller. With each exhale, twist a little more. Keep your left hand right where it is on your right knee. Right arm reaches up, cross it on top, and grab your left knee. So you're crossing over the legs, around the spine, let the head drop. Let's release it. Inhale, reach your arms around and up. Exhale, twist left, left hand behind you, right hand to left leg, sit tall. Same thing, you're lifting through the crown of the head as you root down through the sits bones. Continuing to breathe in and out through the nose. Right hand stays where it is on the left leg. Left arm reaches up, cross on top of right. Grab your right leg around your spine, fold forward, let your head hang heavy. Inhale, reach your arms around and up, palms touch overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Attention back on your intention that you set. Let's come forward, hands and knees. Tabletop, fingers spread really wide, wrists under shoulders, knees hip width apart. Cat, cow. Inhale, drop the belly, arch the back, lift the heart, eye gaze goes up. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest, press the floor away. Inhale, drop the belly, arch the back, lift the heart, eye gaze goes up. Exhale, round. Close your eyes, continue this nice and slow at your own breath. See if you can make each movement last as long as each full breath. Continuing nice and slow. Staying just like this or turning it into your dancing lion. No right or wrong way to do this. You just start to move the body. You can circle the head, the hips, the wrists, just really bringing movement in to your body. Again, no right or wrong way. This is the nice part about practicing virtually is you don't have to worry about what anyone's doing next to you. You get to really focus on yourself, your body, your breath, your practice. Back into your tabletop. We're coming into our extended puppy pose. So walk your hands forward and melt your heart down towards the floor. Maybe your forehead comes down. One day, perhaps your chest and your chin will come down to the floor. Hips stay high, so it's different than a child's pose. Take one more breath here, breathing into that space in between your shoulder blades. And then slide all the way down onto your belly. We're coming into a Sphinx pose. So elbows are directly in line with your chest, tops of the feet on the floor. This is very different than a cobra pose. So if you happen to be lined up like a cobra, just take a double look at what I'm doing. So forearms are down, elbows in line with your chest, wrists in line with your elbows. Spread your collarbones wide. Try to drag your heart between your hands. So really opening up our middle upper back. Belly stays down, low back stays long. We're gonna start to fire up the core here. So listen carefully. Tops of the feet stay down. We're going to be inhaling into a sphinx and then lifting up, don't do it yet, into a forearm plank with our toes pointed. So inhale, heart reaches up towards the sky. Press down through the tops of the feet. Exhale, lift your booty up in the air. Inhale, sphinx pose, heart forward. Exhale, booty up. Inhale, sphinx. Exhale, booty up. Take 4 more at your own breath, nice and slow. Breathing in and out through the nose if that's available. Again, I've lost count. This is where I screw up telling you guys to count because I don't do it with you. I'm going to do 1 more, and I think that's good enough. We meet back in sphinx pose. Hopefully you're feeling that a little bit in your core. I want you to tuck your toes, press up to a forearm plank. 1 hand at a time, come up into your high plank, top of a push-up. Wrists under shoulders, puff up through your upper back, zip up the legs. Inhale here. Exhale, hips up and back, down dog. Inhale, shift forward plank, top of a push-up. Don't move your hands or your feet. Exhale, hips back, down dog. I know it might feel awkward. Let's do that 1 more time. Inhale, plank. Exhale, hips back, downward facing dog. Start to pedal out your feet, bend your right leg, press the left heel towards the floor, and switch. Moving back and forth. This is your first down dog of the day. It might feel a little tight. You can always keep a bend in your knees in your down dog. And remember, if you're new to yoga, down dog is not the most comfortable position, so it's okay to be uncomfortable here. It will pass the more you practice. Find stillness in your down dog. Slowly walk your feet to your hands. Put a little bend in the knees, grab hold of opposite elbows, let go of the head, and sway a little side to side. Let your head hang really heavy. Release your elbows, hang heavy like a rag doll, so keep the head and the arms dangling. Bend in the knees, roll up 1 vertebra at a time. All the way up to mountain pose. Coming into your mountain, so feet can be close together or touching, wherever you feel really rooted, really secure. Press down through the feet, lift up through the crown of your head. This is a really active posture, and it's the foundation for all of our standing postures, so don't just chill here. We're gonna take 2 or 3 sun salutation A's. I'll walk you through them, but remember when we do our chaturanga or our yoga push-up, our elbows stay squeezing in. So it's not a push-up where they're coming out to the side. It's more of a tricep-focused push-up. So in your mountain pose, let's inhale, reach the arms around and up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, look out, lengthen, hands to shins, quads or floor. Exhale, chaturanga, yoga push-up, so step or hop back, and exhale, lower halfway, option to drop the knees. Point your toes, inhale, cobra or upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 3 breaths. And we're just starting to heat up our body. And even though we are moving the body, this is so much an internal practice. So staying present with your breath. At the end of an exhale, high on the toes, gaze forward at the hands, step, hop, or walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, flat back, look out, lengthen. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, reach your arms around and up, palms touch overhead. Exhale, hands to heart. Round 2, mountain pose. Inhale, around and up. Exhale, swan dive down, forward fold. Inhale, flat back, look out, lengthen. Go through your vinyasa. If you're hopping back to chaturanga, land with arms bent. After chaturanga, you take your back bend as you inhale. Exhale, down dog. Breathing. Keep pressing the floor away, lifting your hips really high. Can you put a little bit more weight towards your feet, towards your legs, rather than dumping into the wrists? 1 more breath. High on the toes, gaze forward at the hands, step, hop, or walk your feet to your hands. Inhale, flat back, look out, lengthen. Exhale, fold. Inhale, reach your arms around and up. Exhale, hands to heart. Mountain pose, arms by your side. Third final round. Inhale, around and up. Exhale, swan dive down. Inhale, flat back, look out, lengthen. Exhale, chaturanga, step or hop back. Remember, if you're hopping, you're landing with your arms back, lowering down halfway. Inhale to your back bend. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Right leg sweeps into your one-legged dog. Let's explore this. So open up the hip, bend the knee, make circles with the knee, with the ankle. Just move around in any way that feels good. Just starting to warm up our hip, our leg, and invite movement in to this place where we hold a lot of tension at times. Straighten your right leg into your one-legged dog. Inhale. Exhale, knee to nose. Shift shoulders over wrists. Inhale, sweep it back, one-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, inhale. Exhale, step the foot all the way between the hands this time. Help it up if you need to. Right knee over right ankle. Lower your left knee down, point your toes. Left hand plants to the mat or a block and reach your right arm up, take a twist. Keep your back knee down for this. You'll see why in a moment. Just start to expand, start to twist, spinning your right ribs up towards the sky. Listen carefully. You're going to pivot your left toes outside of the left edge of the mat and bring your right leg back into a knee down half moon. Shoulders are stacked, hips are open. You're reaching through your right fingers. Flex your right heel. Can you lift the right leg a little higher? Now really using your hip muscle. Bring your right leg out so it's out from the hip. Sorry, I can't think of the geometry word. Hold it here, and as slowly and gracefully as you can, right heel comes to the front of the mat. You're in your half splits. It's okay if that was not graceful. It's kind of a weird move. We're gonna pump it out here. So inhale, bend your right knee, let your hips drop forward. Exhale, straighten your right leg, bring your hips back. We're moving from low lunge to half splits. Inhale, bend the right leg, let the hips drop. Exhale, straighten, bring your hips back, half splits. One more time. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten, hold it in your half splits. So right leg is as straight as is comfortable for you. Hands are underneath your shoulders or up on blocks. Press down through your right heel, draw your right hip back in space. Let's take one more breath. Bend your right leg, knee over ankle. Inhale, reach your arms up into a low crescent lunge, Anjaneyasana. Take a breath. I want you to inhale. As you exhale, tuck your toes, lift the left knee off the floor, and sweep the arms back into a power lunge. So you're on the ball of your left foot. You're in one long diagonal line from the crown of your head out through your left heel. Let's rise all the way up, high lunge. Hugging everything towards the midline. Breathing here. Palms come together at your chest. Lean forward, warrior three. Come off of your left leg. Square off your hips. So if you had a tray on your lower back, you'd be able to hold it. Do your best. This is a tough posture. If you're falling out, just come back in. It's not a big deal. See if you can gaze at something in front of you to help you stay steady. Root down through your right big toe. Start to stand up. Bring your left knee into your tree pose. So ankle, calf, or thigh, anywhere above or below your right knee. We do not want the foot pressing against the knee. Stand tall. You can have your hands at your heart. If there's another variation of tree that you'd like to do, please feel free to do that. Let's take two more breaths. One more. And set the left foot next to the right foot. Chair pose, inhale. So toes and heels touch, sit your hips back, lengthen through your low back. So try not to pop the butt out, try not to scoop it under, find a middle ground. Biceps by the ears. Half chair, sit lower, sit back, biceps stay by the ears. Maybe you can make 90-degree angles with your knees. Float your chair, lift your heels, come high on the balls of the feet. Options, stay, take a forward fold and then vinyasa, or if you have a crow pose or want to try a crow pose, you'll come to your crow, planting your hands, knees coming towards the backs of your armpits. Look forward, not down, look forward, maybe one foot comes up, maybe the other. You're squeezing everything in, it's chaturanga arms. We meet in down dog, so take a vinyasa. If you'd like to jump back from crow, from your crow, you'll jump back, land with bent arms in your chaturanga, moving through your vinyasa. If you're looking at that and you're like, WTF, it's not really important. It's just something that you can do. It's just an option. Doesn't mean anything either way. Remember, we're not here to get good at yoga. We're here to get good at life. Left leg sweeps, one-legged dog, open up the hips, bend the knee, make some circles, move the leg around in the hip socket. See what's feeling good, what's feeling tight, just explore. And then straighten out the left leg, inhale. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, reach it back, one-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. One more time, inhale, reach it back. Exhale this time, step it all the way through. Left knee over left ankle, lower your right knee down, point your toes. Whew. Plant your right hand to the mat or a block. Left arm reaches up. You're twisting from your ribs, opening your heart towards the sky. Shoulders stay stacked. Pivot right toes to the outer right edge of the mat and bring your left leg back into a knee down half moon. Shoulders stacked, hips open. Flex your left foot. Can you lift it even higher? Keep the height with your left leg. Bring it out to the left side, and as slowly and gracefully as you can, left heel all the way to the front of the mat in your half split. Again, if it's not graceful, let it go. Pump it out. Bend your left leg. Inhale. Exhale, straighten the leg, hips come back. Inhale, bend, let the hips drop. Exhale, straighten the left leg, hips come back. Let's take that one more time. Inhale, bend. Exhale, straighten, stay here in your half splits. Press down through your left heel, draw your left hip back in space. Hands on mat or blocks. Or again, maybe you can't get the leg all the way straight, that's okay. Don't force it. We're not here to force stuff to happen. Just go with the flow. Take one more breath. Bend your left knee, knee over ankle. Inhale, arms up, low lunge, Anjaneyasana. Reaching through the fingers. Inhale. Tuck your right toes. Exhale, power lunge. Sweep the arms back. Crown of the head reaches forward. Rise all the way up into your high lunge, hugging everything towards the midline for stability. Palms come together at your heart, or any other variation you want for your warrior three. Lean forward, find that point of gaze, lift off of your right foot into your warrior three. Hips closed, finding your balance. Tree pose, right foot, ankle, calf, or thigh, not against the knee. Stand really tall, press foot to leg, leg to foot, stand even taller. Use your point of gaze for stability. Take one more breath. And step the right foot next to the left. Chair pose. Inhale, toes, heels touch, sit your hips back. Keep lengthening through your low back. Palms come together, heart center. Let's take a twist. Left elbow hooks outside of right leg. Press your palms together, elbows wide. You can stay just like this. You can exalt, opening the arms. You can take a side crow if that's part of your practice. You'd plant your hands, hooking your left thigh with, your right thigh with your left elbow, and then kind of leaning into it, gazing out to the side. Again, this is completely optional. Let's inhale, come back to chair wherever you are. Exhale, twist the other way. Right elbow hooks outside of left thigh. Press your palms together. Again, option to exalt and open or take your side crow. Do what you're gonna do. I just wanna make sure my sound is still working. Okay, no one said they can't hear me. Whew. Sweating. Thank God I didn't do this outside. Inhale, chair pose, come back. Exhale, forward fold. Straighten it out. Inhale, flat back, look out, lengthen. Exhale, vinyasa, step or hop back, or skip it. This is your practice. You can also double, triple dip your chaturangas. Just meet me in down dog. We're gonna take 5 to 7 breaths here so I don't pass out. You can also drop the knees and take the breaths in child's pose if that feels good for you. Be really present with your breath. If your heart rate's going really fast, see if you can make your exhales a little bit longer than your inhales. Okay. Come back to down dog if you're not already in it. Shift forward plank, top of a push-up. Left hand underneath the nose, side plank on your left, reach the right arm up to the sky. Any variation, maybe you'll try lifting a leg or taking a yogi toe lock, or maybe not today, but just find your side plank on your left. And then lift your right leg up, drop it back behind you, open up wild thing or dancer's bridge, opening your heart to the sky. One-legged dog, both hands plant, right leg sweeps back. Inhale. Exhale, step the right foot all the way between the hands. So you're in a right side lunge, knee is over ankle. Walk it over to the left. So you're in a wide-legged forward fold. Toes slightly in, heels slightly out. Hands under shoulders. Inhale, come up halfway. Hands to hips, keep your spine long, hinge all the way up to stand. Interlace your hands behind your back or use a strap or towel, or if you can't interlace, you can bend your arms and grab your forearms. Inhale, open heart. Exhale, forward fold. Letting your hands come off the back. You can put a little bend in the knees, maybe going a little bit side to side. Just explore this. We're gonna have one more wide-legged forward fold after this, where I'll give you a choice to do a fold or anything else that you wish. Release the hands. Hands under shoulders, inhale, flat back. Hands to hips, hinge all the way up. Bring your right toes out, so your right heel is in line with your left arch. Arms come out into a T, warrior two. Bend into your right leg. Gaze over your right middle finger. Stand strong. Flip your right palm, reach forward and back, exalting your warrior, lengthening through your right side. Side angle, right hand comes inside or outside of the right foot to the mat or a block, left arm up to the sky or up and over bicep by the ear. Stay just like this, or if you'd like to take your half or full bind, feel free. For the full bind, your right hand reaches in front and underneath, left hand behind you. You link behind your right glute, opening your shoulder towards the sky as much as you can. If you're bound, feel free to take your birds of paradise or bound standing split. If you're staying in your side angle, stay there, stay present, and try to keep integrity in your posture, in your pose. We meet back in warrior two. Take your time if you're playing. For reals, take your time. We meet in warrior two. Straighten your right leg. Triangle pose, reach all the way forward with your right hand. When you can't come out anymore, right hand comes down. Mat, block, leg, left arm straight out of the shoulder. We're not collapsing down. Keep lifting your torso up. Breathing. Half moon. Right hand plants about a foot in front of your right foot to the mat or a block. Lift your left leg, left arm. Everything opens up to the left. Shoulders stacked, hips open. Breathing. It's okay. If you can't find balance today, it changes every day. Be patient with yourself. Standing splits, both hands to the mat or a block. We're looking for a stretch in the back of our right leg. So maybe you'll walk your hands closer to your right foot. Maybe you'll grab hold of your right ankle. but wherever you feel that stretch is fine. Take one more breath. Listen carefully. We're coming to a seated twist. Bend your right leg, bend your left leg. Left knee comes outside of your right ankle. Sit all the way down. I'll show you that again. You're in standing splits. Bend both legs. Left knee outside right ankle. Sit down. So you're sitting down and your right foot is planted outside of your left thigh. If you need more space, straighten your left leg. Right hand comes behind you. Inhale the left arm up. Sit tall. Exhale, twist. Hug, hook, bind. But lengthening up through the crown of the head. We always want to find length as we twist. Take one more breath. Come back around through center. Gently bow the other way. And then come back up. Let's unwind the legs. Balance on your sits bones and lift your legs up into your boat pose. So arms can be alongside the body or biceps by the ear. Legs are bent or straight, trying to draw your heart towards your thighs. Inhale, canoe, lower down halfway. Exhale, boat, half or full. Inhale, canoe. Exhale, boat. One more time. Inhale, canoe. Exhale, boat. Cross at your shins. Plant your hands. Step, hop, walk back. Take your vinyasa or skip it. We meet in down dog. If you have no idea what I just said, just go to down dog however you want to get there. Let's take 2 more breaths. Shift forward, high plank. Right hand underneath the nose, side plank, left arm up to the sky. Take whatever variation you took on the other side. Maybe lifting a leg, maybe taking a yogi toe lock. Maybe not today, that's fine. Lift your left leg up wherever you are. Drop it back behind you. Open up wild thing or dancer's bridge. One-legged dog, both hands plant. Left leg sweeps up to the sky. Inhale. Exhale, step the foot all the way between your hands. Knee over ankle, you're in a left side lunge. Walk it over to the right, coming into your wide-legged forward fold. Sorry if I'm like breathing like a wildebeest on you. So, last variation of our wide-legged forward fold. You can take your inversion, you can take a split skandasana, you can take your separate leg stretch, grabbing a hold of the big toes, pulling on the big toes, pulling your head down towards the floor. Whatever you want to do, this is the only time I'm practicing today, so I'm actually going to take a quick inversion, but we're going to be here for like 5 breaths. So yogi's choice. Whatever you choose, make sure you're breathing. Stay present. If your mind has left the mat and the room, bring it back to your breath, your body. Be here now. Start to make your way back into your wide-legged forward fold. Hands underneath your shoulders. Inhale, flat back, look out. Hands to hips, rise up. Arms out into a T. Turn your left toes, left heel in line with right arch. Bend into your left leg, warrior 2. Reaching both arms away, energy in your back arm as well. Flip your left palm, reach forward and back, exalt. Lengthen through your left side. Extended side angle, left hand inside or outside of the left foot, right arm up or bicep over the ear. Lengthen through the right side of your body, staying right here, taking your bind, half or full, or whatever variation. I'm actually not gonna do it on this side because I feel like I'm scrunching the mic. So I'm gonna leave lopsided, that's fine. If you're fully bound, remember, you can take whatever posture you take from there. Feel free to take your time. If you're staying in side angle, you're staying with integrity. And if your forearm is on the thigh like mine, you're not collapsing down. Space between your shoulder and your ear. All of these postures are strong. We're using our core to hold us up. Take your time if you're playing. The rest of us come back, warrior 2. Straighten your left leg. Triangle pose, hinge all the way forward, reach forward with the left hand down. Right arm straight out of the shoulders, shoulders stacked. Again, hand to mat, block, or leg without collapsing. Hold yourself up, be strong. Half moon, left hand plants a foot in front of your left foot to mat or block, right arm, right leg lift. Everything opens up, shoulders stack, hips open. Can you lift your right leg even higher, flexing the right heel? Standing splits, both hands to mat or block. The closer you walk your hands to your left foot, the deeper stretch you will get. Maybe you'll grab hold of the ankle with one or both hands. Keep breathing. Look for that hamstring stretch in the back of your left leg. One more breath. Seated twist. Bend your left leg, bend your right leg. Right knee outside of your left ankle. Sit all the way down. So your left foot is planted outside of your right thigh. Left hand behind you, inhale the right arm up, sit tall. Exhale, take a twist, hug, hook, or bind. Each inhale, grow taller. Each exhale, twist a little deeper. Let's come back around through center, gently bow the other way. And come back up to seated. This time, left leg reaches all the way back and around, so you're in a seated straddle. I'm gonna turn towards you so I'm not rude. So finding your wide-legged straddle, it's okay if it's not super wide, wherever you are. If you can't sit comfortably like this, sit up on a block or a pillow. When you're ready, fingers to the floor, inhale, sit tall, heart to the sky. Exhale, start to walk it forward. It's okay if you don't get very far. Let's take 5 breaths here, in and out through the nose. Can you slow down your breathing? One more breath. And walk it back in, back up. Sit over to that left, or I guess it'd be right butt in your case. Bring whatever leg is at the back of the mat to the front of the mat, so you're in a seated staff. Let's inhale, reach our arms up, sit nice and tall. Exhale, fold. Extend through the crown of the head, so rather than rounding down, see if you can lengthen. Feel like the space that you're creating in between each bone on your back. Can you lengthen, 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 space between the ribs? One more breath. Let's sit up. Cross at your shins. Plant your hands, step, hop, walk back, vinyasa. We meet in down dog, however you want to get there. Let's take 3 breaths. Right leg sweeps, one-legged dog. Let's step it all the way through to pigeon. Right knee towards the right wrist. Set down the outside of the right calf. Slide the left knee back. Point your toes. So, if you feel like you're sitting over to your right, you'll slide a block or a pillow underneath your right butt to level out the hips. Flex your right toes to activate all the muscles up to the knee. When you're ready, fold forward, even if you don't get very far. Breathing in and out through the nose. Trying to draw the front of your left hip forward and down. Keep breathing here. I'm actually just going to change the song. Okay. Why doesn't that work? So we're going to stay here for about another half a minute. If you have another variation you like to take, mermaid pose, king pigeon. Marissa, I know you're on here. I know if you want to take one of those, feel free. You could take a quad stretch. You can stay put right where you are. I might take a king pigeon just because, which is a really deep back bend, and I get into it really weird, so don't even watch. Oh, okay. Wherever you are, you're breathing. Oh, if you can, unless you're in king pigeon, and then you probably just want to die, like I do. One more breath wherever you are. Oof, release wherever you are. Come up onto your hands. Tuck your left toes and sweep your right leg back, one-legged dog. Optional one-legged vinyasa, two-legged vinyasa, or no vinyasa. We meet in downward facing dog. I decided today I really don't like king pigeon. Left leg sweeps. Pigeon on your left side, left knee towards the left wrist. Set down the outside of the left calf. Flex your left toes, slide your right knee back, point your back toes. Again, you are not trying to sit over to the left. If you feel like you are dumping to your left side, slide something underneath your left glute. When you're ready, fold forward. And just know that this part of the practice is still supposed to be challenging. So you might be getting here and being like, oh my God, why is this hard for me? No, it's still supposed to be hard. You're supposed to be challenged this whole time, challenged to stay present, challenged to find that balance between effort and ease. No posture is 100% effort. No posture is 100% ease. We find that balance between hanging on and letting go. We practice it here. We take it out into the world. Keep breathing. Staying just like this, or for the last 30 seconds, you can take whatever variation you took on the other side. Mermaid, king pigeon, quad stretch. Maybe you'll notice one side's a little bit easier than the other. Try to breathe wherever you are. Start to release it. Come up onto your hands. Tuck your right toes, sweep your left leg back, one-legged dog. Last opportunity for a one-legged, two-legged, or no vinyasa. We meet in our final downward facing dog. Let's take 2 more breaths here. Keep pressing the floor away, lifting your hips high. Be here in this down dog. Notice how maybe it feels on the first one we took in the practice. Come high on the toes, gaze forward at the hands, step, hop, walk your feet all the way through to seated, and let's lower all the way down onto our backs. Bring your knees into your chest, give yourself a hug, rock a little side to side, massage out your lower lumbar spine. Plant your feet to the floor. Slide your heels towards your glutes, arms alongside the body. Bring your heels in enough so you can almost tickle them with your fingers. We're taking 2 back bends. First one will be bridge. Second one is your choice of bridge or wheel. Or you can slide a block underneath your sacrum for supported bridge for both. So bridge pose, press down through the feet, lift up your hips. Interlace your hands underneath you, rock the shoulders underneath, lift up even higher. Knees stay in line with hips, so try not to let them splay out. Can you lift your hips even more? Breathing. One more breath. And slowly lower down. Pause for a moment. Second back bend of choice, bridge, what we just did, or full wheel. Pick your back bend, let's come up into it now. Keep lifting your hips. You can play around with any variations you'd like, maybe lifting one leg up or the other, or walking your hands closer to your feet. 2 more breaths. If you're in wheel pose, bring your chin to your chest wherever you are. Slowly lower all the way down onto your back. Windshield wiper your legs left and right. And then bring your knees into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Rock a little side to side. Straighten your left leg to the floor. Interlace your hands on top of your right shin. Hug the right knee into your chest. Rock it a little side to side. Right arm comes out to a T. Cross the right leg over the body with the left hand. We're coming into our supine twist. Turn your head to the right. So it's almost like you're laying on your left hip. If it feels uncomfortable, you'll scoot your hips to the right to help the knee over to the left a little more. Close your eyes. And bring your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Rock a little side to side. Straighten your right leg down to the floor. Left arm out into a T. Cross the left leg over the body with your right hand. Turn your head to the left. This time it's almost like you're on your right hip. If you feel uncomfortable, scoot your hips to the left. This will help the knee over to the right. Relax your left shoulder down. Bring your knees back into your chest. Give yourself a hug. Rock a little side to side. Happy baby pose. Bottoms of the feet to the sky. Grab the outsides of the feet. If you can't reach, grab your ankles or your thighs. Pull your thighs down towards the floor. Press the tailbone away from you. Rock a little side to side. So we're gonna take about 30 seconds to a minute. If there's any posture you feel you've missed or anything you wanna take before Shavasana, back bend, we did that, inversion, whatever you need, feel free to do that now. Maybe turn this into a happy straddle. But just take a half a minute or so to give your body anything it needs before Shavasana, maybe 20 crunches. And whenever you're ready, take your time and we'll come into Shavasana, corpse pose. Legs straight out, feet fall open, palms face the sky, close your eyes. We're gonna stay here for a minute or 2 or 3. You can stay as long as you want. But this is that place to just let go of all effort. Soften the space between the eyebrows. Relax your jaw. Let your breath return to its natural rhythm. And just melt into the mat. With each exhale, just letting go of something that is no longer serving you. Letting go of anything that you're holding onto that isn't yours to carry. Feel free to stay here for as long as you want. If you're ready, I'm going to bring you up to seated and we'll do a brief metta meditation. So start to deepen your breath. Wiggle your fingers and your toes, inviting small movements back into your body. Turn your head side to side. Reach your arms up overhead, point your toes. Take a big good morning stretch. Bend your knees and gently roll to your right side, pausing in fetal pose for a moment, resting your right ear on your right outstretched arm. Whenever you're ready, keeping the eyes closed, make your way up to a comfortable seated position, relaxing shoulders away from your ears. Join your palms together in prayer at your chest. Pause here. Take a moment and say to yourself, may I be happy. May I be well. May I be at peace. And now think of someone that you love, someone that is important to you. And say, may they be happy. May they be well. May they be at peace. Think of someone that you are indifferent towards. Maybe the mailman or someone you ran into in your building. And think of them. Say, may they be happy. May they be well. May they be at peace. Now think of someone maybe that you resent or you don't have the best feelings towards at the moment. And think of them and say, may they be happy. May they be well. May they be at peace. Finally, I want you to think of the whole planet, the whole world, everyone, and say, may we all be well. May we all be happy. May we all be at peace. Gently bow your head to your heart, sealing in the practice with gratitude. Yogis, thank you so much for tuning in. It was my pleasure. My name is Helen. I'll definitely be doing this again. Namaste. Have a great rest of your night, your evening. Feel free to ask me any questions or whatever. Again, I put my Venmo and my PayPal if you'd like to donate. Let me know if you want to do this again. You are the cutest, Annie. And I love you guys. Have a good evening.